So I've come across some fittings. This is your traditional garden fitting, and then this is the 3/4 inch high flow. Massive difference. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly the parts, the fittings you need to create your high flow reel, the tools that you need, and then approximately like how much it's going to cost. If you value your time and you've got maybe guys out working and you want to make sure that they're not having to wait on not having a full water tank, you're going to want to watch this. I'll put all the links to the products below where you can buy all the parts, and yeah, let's get to it.
So these are the bits and bobs you're going to need. Hose reel, high capacity, some gloves, drill, pair of grips, some PTFE tape. I've got some of this as well, just in case, pipe sealant, 1-inch hole saw, and these are the parts. So let me just explain them. So imagine, just here we've got the house tap. This goes onto the house tap. High flow fitting, 3/4 inch. This is at the end of your 3/4 inch hose. So you've got all of your hose and it's attached to the end of this. This connects up to the garden tap. You've got your 50 meters of hose going to the reel. And then what we've got here is we got this. So we're going to put a hole in this reel with this the other side that we can connect to. So we're not going through the swivel, we're just going to go straight through the metal, like so. And then connecting here is going to go to your float valve. But I'm just going to make it and it'll all make sense. A tight fit, just perfect size. It's going to go on there. Now the thing that we want to be mindful of is when we drill the hole in here, is that like if we put it too close, the fitting pokes out and we're going to have a kink. So we want it a bit higher and pointing down so we don't have any kinks in the hose. So we don't want it like that where we're going to have a big kink. We want it up a little bit and then pointing down so we don't get any kinks. How you doing, boys? Man, that was definitely wholesome. There's two young lads that live in the road, and they basically deliver flyers for me, and they're just telling me how they're setting up a slushy business. Awesome. So what I did was, it's a 1 inch, sorry, hole saw. And if this thing is too tight, which it often is, what I did was, I just went like this. Got the drill, and I basically just ran it round the inside of the hole, just until it opened up just enough to fit. You can see it's like just the perfect size, so you've got to be careful not to drill it too big, otherwise it will just go straight through. $14 mil. There you go. Bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest, but at least it's tight as fuck. It's not going to come off. And that was with a 14 mil Allen key and a pair of grips. So I'm going to mount the reel to the top of the tank before I start putting all the hose on. In the process of making these backing plates, these are going to be on the underneath of the tank, and it's just going to hold the reel in place super securely. So I bought a length of this strip. I bought it from B&Q. It's aluminium strip, really thin. I've used aluminium because it's easy to drill, and I basically had it in my garage. It's not going to be super corrosive in the water. So what I do is I just match these holes to the hose reel, drill them in, and then I'm going to put these on the inside of the tank and then mount my hose reel to the top. So I'll come back once I've done that. I set my position that I want the reel in, and I simply just mark the holes. Ooh. So here's how it looks, guys. I've been running it for a couple of days. It's dirty, but it works. So we have, at the bottom, we've got our like float valve, which goes on this pipe and connects to the hose reel. Just connects on there like that. So if you can remember, we had that hose barb that's screwed on, you know, on the other side of that fitting. And then at the end of the hose, we have this. And this is what's going to go on the garden tap. And yeah, that's how we make this high flow reel. If you enjoyed that video and you think someone else could benefit from having a high flow reel so they don't run out of water on a pressure washing job, share it with them. Peace.